Well, it's time to get a bite on the Texas bucket list, and this week we are on the square in Jasper to get a bite and a bedroom at the Belle-Jim Hotel. The tall trees and fresh air of Jasper County have been a part of the Lone Star State for a long time. One of Texas's first 23 counties, the county seat of Jasper is Jasper, and the courthouse here has been standing tall since 1889. Strolling on the square of this sleepy town, you can't help but notice that it is quiet here.
Usually I can count how many cars are on the highway if I come to Jasper, 4, 6, 8 if it's a heavy traffic day.
I hate to say the sidewalks roll up at about 6:30 of an evening, but you get used to that and it's lovely.
Just very relaxing and peaceful. Yeah, it feels good here.
Ed Guizada is a transplant from Houston who headed this way for an opportunity.
What made you move to Jasper, Texas?
The Belle-Jim Hotel.
This storied structure sits right across the street from the Jasper County Courthouse.
We don't deal with the commute, the traffic and all that kind of stuff. So
yep. You have no commute. You're at your office.
No commute. We live here. No tolls.
Yeah, no tolls. No tolls in Jasper.
No.
With his wife Suhei by his side and the help of his 5 kids, Ed brought life to this old hotel built in 1910 by totally remodeling it and making it one of the most decadent restaurants in all of town.
That was a challenge, trying to get it ready to go and trying to open as soon as possible.
After a career as a chef around Houston and a side gig flipping houses, the chance to own his own hotel and restaurant came at a perfect time for Ed and his family.
And I always say God was getting us ready for it, for the Belle-Jim. Probably the biggest project we tackled.
Working with family, everything you imagined it would be?
Yes.
It's a very rare answer.
The best part, I think, it brought the family together here. We spend more time with the family. We work together. I get to work with my wife every day and with my kids, and I get to see them every day.
Suhei has been Ed's rock during the whole process.
To have her here by your side, though, and helping you, what does that mean to you?
She's my backbone. She's the one that makes everything around here efficient and everything.
So you're saying you couldn't do it without her?
No way. No way. She's everything.
As if restoring a 12-room hotel wasn't hard enough, Ed also has to provide incredible provisions to a part of the state where things don't deviate too much.
We got the best food in Jasper, Texas.
Something so different that we needed.
It's the only place in Jasper where you can get great food.
I've seen people come in and I've seen the look on their face when food was presented to them on something besides a paper plate.
Things are a little fancier around here now, and Chef Ed wanted to showcase 3 of their most popular dishes.
This stove looks like it's seen some action.
On a cooktop that has as much history as the hotel, Ed got to grilling a French-style pork chop.
Oh, fire!
Once given some good grill marks, the pork chop heads to the oven, along with Chef Ed's signature white chocolate bread pudding. More on that later.
You gotta have some kind of veggies with a pork chop, right?
That's right. We got some asparagus, a few bell peppers.
Ooh, That's the difference between a chef and a home cook like me, man. When that happens to me, I'm like, ah! Get the fire extinguisher! Do not put water on it!
Once the pork chop is perfectly cooked, it stands tall. It's then topped with a whiskey glaze and a side of applesauce.
Because a pork chop's not enough, Ed. We gotta do tacos, too.
Ed takes shrimp, marinates them in buttermilk, and hand batters them in a 50-50 flour and tempura mix.
When I see fried shrimp in this part of the state, I'm thinking, oh boy. But no, not today.
Add to that a chipotle aioli, pickle relish with cucumbers, and micro cilantro greens. Now it's time to break out the bread pudding.
Beautiful.
And then it's gonna get topped off with the bourbon sauce.
Nice.
So a lot of whiskey.
That's my kind of meal. You're not light on that.
Nope.
You ain't shy with the bourbon sauce.
Yep. No, we gotta go heavy. They love it.
Before quenching a hankering for Hank, I figured the shellfish would be the way to cast things off.
Well, we're gonna start off with the tacos because you cannot go wrong with a shrimp taco. Well, those shrimp are perfectly fried and that sauce gives a nice little tanginess to the taco. But then when you bite into those cilantro minis, man, that releases some flavor and that is very good.
Everything from the sauce to the shrimp is just cooked perfectly and it's great.
Well, we're gonna take out the tacos and pull in the pork. try to cut it when it's standing up, but it's too hard. The pork must fall. There we go. Now it's easier. Well, that pork is cooked perfectly, not dry at all, and that bourbon glaze gives it a great flavor that fits in fantastically with the applesauce. That's fine dining right there.
Tender, juicy, like a pork chop should be. It's not just a regular old pan-fried pork chop. There's something else going on there.
Well, before I chow down on all of that pork chop, we gotta bring in this bread pudding because it looks crazy good. Always nice when we get a little dessert on the Texas bucket list, and this bread pudding is right up my alley. I can already tell it's ooey and gooey. Might be hot too. Oh yeah.
Ed does a good job. The white chocolate on it is just creamy. It's got a great taste to it, great texture.
It's the only way you can get bourbon around here too.
Jasper is dry.
Wow. Delicious, not too sweet, and that sauce is something else. That's the topper.
Jasper is a wonderful place and it has so many things to offer, but this is just like a jewel in the crown.
Well, if you're ever in deep East Texas looking for a place to lay your head and get a fantastic bite to eat, coming to the Belle-Jim Hotel in Jasper, Texas is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
There are so many extraordinary places across the state, and if you watch the bucket list, you'll see a lot of them. This one is one of those that needs to be added to that list.
Well, thanks for watching this segment of the Texas Bucket List. To see more, be sure you subscribe to our channel, and to see full episodes, become a member. In the meantime, you can also shop our store at the Texas Bucket List store and studio.